Well, welcome everybody. I'm very glad you are here. Also happy Anne made it. Welcome. So today's topic I'm calling Love is in the Eyes of the Beholder. And 2 days ago, I was talking to one of my dearest friends, and she was talking to me about one of her very first memories. And it was actually a pre-verbal memory. She has one or two memories that were like in that real infant stage, which is really cool. I don't know that I personally have access to pre-verbal memories, but she had this story she recalls where she, as a baby, was in her mom's arms, and her mom was looking at her, and she was just feeling all this delight in her little baby body, and then she was expressing this feeling and joy and making eye contact with her mother. And her memory is that as she was broadcasting that vie for attention, that, imagine a little baby, little gurgling, bubbling baby vying for the eyes of her mom, she felt like her mom was just stone cold, unavailable, and looked away. And that really profoundly impacted me. And what I know about this is a very interesting biological thing about babies and infants, and particularly around attachment styles with their caregivers, is that when a baby wants attention, they will often elicit it from their caregiver in the form of eye contact. And if the baby reaches out for that loving attention, and in through the eyes, and the caregiver breaks eye contact, why the baby at first will like wrangle. At first they get like upset and angry and try to make a big display to try to coax that attention back to them. And if the eye contact is still broken, the baby will do this kind of thing and drop its head, and what researchers say is experience shame. And that really profoundly impacted me, because I know I have all kinds of outcroppings of places within me where I sometimes don't feel like I'm enough, or I'm not worthy, or I don't deserve something, or I feel like something within me isn't good or positive or bright. And to hear that just the simple act of a pre-verbal infant not receiving the eye contact from their caregiver can elicit this pre-verbal form of shame, which I imagine for a lot of us, not just in infancy, we've had unrequited love. We've put out our heart, and we've said, please take care of this, and it hasn't been met. Our love and attention wasn't met. And so today I had this idea, and when I was talking to my friend, I had this idea, and I want to do this as an experience with us all. So please, for a moment, soften your eyes. And you can keep your eyes open if that feels safer for you. First and foremost, source safety. I'm going to close my eyes and take a few gentle, generous breaths, maybe in through the nose, out an open mouth. You could even sigh it out with a hum. And take 3 more of these. Notice if there's any areas of tension in your body, and breathe into those. I know you don't have lungs in your bones or your joints, but imagine you can expand your breath, your awareness into all the areas of your body. One more like that. Being very generous with your time, with your attention, with you. And I want you to picture your baby self. Maybe you have pictures of yourself as an infant, or you've seen babies and you have an idea of what babies look like. And I want you to imagine your baby self sitting right in front of you. Maybe you're even holding your baby self or cradling your baby self in your arms. And I want you to begin to find the place of love within you, the place of affection, adoration, care, high regard, kindness. And through your eyes, even though many of us, our eyes are closed, imagine looking at this baby with its eyes open, this baby you, and just broadcast this contact. And now I'm gonna slightly open my eyes too, so I can actually open the slits of my eyes and I can see this baby of me I'm holding, and broadcasting this love, this care, this affection to my little self. Take a couple breaths with that, and maybe even I'm imagining holding my baby self, kind of squirming around and a little excited, and a little gurgle. And now I want you to imagine you're still you, but you're also the you of your baby self. And imagine your baby self now looking up at you. So with your eyes open or closed or slightly closed, imagine your baby self just looking at you and beaming this love, just this attention, and receive this, and maybe even open your eyes so you can really receive. As you open the lenses of your eyelids, you're opening the aperture of your own heart to be available for your baby self to radiate this love towards you, this adoration. Yeah, and play. It's this is like, I imagine, like um a love. It's like a love loop. It's like a love scoop, and we're with our eyes, we're loving into our baby self, and we're imagining our baby self. Maybe we didn't get the care, the contact, the connection we wanted. Maybe we did, but hey, little bonus feature. And receive like this loop of attention in through your eyes and then the eyes of your baby self, giving and receiving this kind of, imagining like a figure eight or an infinity of connection, of eye contact. Take a few more breaths and just really marinate in that. I'm feeling like a bumblebee in the most beautiful flower, just rolling around in the pollen of this love and adoration of my infant self, and in my infant self being met. And yes, I see you, I love you, I adore you. And I'm imagining, and play with that as long as you want. You can just kind of tune out my sound if you're still exploring. But I'm imagining, if for you like me, like I've really expanded my capacity to sense and feel and give and receive loving attention, that you can do this in all sorts of ways. I recommend you try this if you liked it, if you kind of got a taste of that loving attention, you felt a little opening and radiation of love, because I'm the source of love. Even though people, places, things around me might elicit the love, like the love comes from within and radiates out. That we can be our own source and amplification broadcast system of love. But practice helps, because not all of us got the loving attention we needed or wanted, or maybe it's still not today. I know sometimes I don't always get the attention I want in the way I want it. And so I'm imagining, if you want to continue to explore, do this in front of a mirror and see that baby self. Or if you have an actual photograph or a digital or otherwise of your infant self, explore looking through the eyes, receiving and giving that love, looping that attention. It's like a love scoop, but a love loop with your eye contact. And in part why I'm calling today's session love is in the eyes of the beholder, because we can use the eyes, but we can also use like the capital I, eyes, right? So there's me, Heath, who's facilitating a Hendricks How-To, but there's the me, Heath, who's a husband and a son and a brother, and a lot of you have all these different roles. Sometimes we're the person who's the driver or the shopper, or all these different eyes. So I'm imagining you can, even as you get friendly with this practice of radiating love and attention out your eyes and becoming available to receive it through your eyes, that you can take it on the road and take it shopping and take it to your family events coming up for the holidays. So much can be nourished without words, and so much can be shared through our eyes. And I'm so glad you took a few moments of your day today to explore loving attention And as you begin to complete this 2024 year and open into the next year, I hope your eyes, your heart, your whole life is filled and imbued and bolstered and buoyed by loving attention. Thanks so much for joining. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And thank you all. And Dean, you got it. I'm receiving that loving attention. Thank you, everybody. And hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.